Hello everyone. What is up? What up? I hope all are you doing great. Vista and Vision, how are you, buddy? Of course, you can ask all your questions here. That's the purpose of today's stream. Listen to sleepy music and design and chill, just in case if you're not anyone who's not chill, and work together, do some Unreal Engine cool stuff, and answer your questions. So if you have any questions, put your question between brackets. That will be helpful for me to see your question. So put like question like this, and let's keep the stream going. So I want to do more of these. I know I say this in every stream. So let's do more. And let's start with this one. How have you been, M Design? And you, Vista? How was your week so far? How are you doing, guys? Work is good, life is good. I'm staying hydrated. So, guys, you can hear me very well, right? Everyone? I am perfect. I'm great. I've been I hate the word busy, but I've been that. We have so many things going on, so many projects, so many sub-projects within these projects, and you can imagine. So it's going great, learning new tools, doing new things, creating cool designs, and so on. We started seeing some submissions from the challenge, the xSpectar World Building Challenge, and I want to say that I am excited about what's coming. So there is nothing to show here. Apparently people are not putting their work online, but they prefer to share it privately. But just in case, guys, if you don't know, we extended the deadline of the challenge to the 28th. On Friday, so 28th, correct. And this is a world building challenge that I'm very excited about. The purpose of this challenge, if you don't know, is to build a virtual space that can add value to others. And by that, I mean a metaverse space that can be used for retail purposes, minimum. So that can be retail, it can be fashion show, it can be a museum, an art gallery, it can be your own portfolio. There is some work I will share with you soon, but not in today's stream. So meet us, the judges. And yeah, I gotta say I'm pretty excited about this. And I want to start with your questions, guys. So if you have any questions, hi, Vista, M Design, I'm glad you're good, buddy. It's good to see you, man. Your projects you're doing are absolutely amazing, incredible, good stuff. It's really great to see you creating beautiful projects every few weeks. Vista, so you're working on a movie project where you're trying to work on Unreal Engine and you're facing problem regarding the render passes for new. What is the problem, Vista? So is it like exporting some passes? You're exporting EXR files, I imagine. I closed the window because it's noisy downstairs and wow, it's like getting hot in the room. Oh boy, studio. I'm glad to see you here too. Welcome to the stream. So Vista, I think what you want to learn is about exporting passes with the movie render queue. I may not be the best guy to tell you about this, but you want to look at the cinematic Unreal Engine channels, but all your journey starts with here. So when you want to get started with the project, this is enabled by default in all of your Unreal Engine 5 projects, the movie render queue, and additionally, you want to enable this. So the movie render queue additional render passes, I don't think this enabled by default, so you may want to enable it. And you want to look up some of the awesome channels. So I don't know, let me see if there's anything I can see now. There is a channel, a couple of channels I recently discovered, and they're really nice. They create cool Unreal Engine tutorials and cinematics. But I have no idea what their names are. However, I am creating like some sort of knowledge database where I'm going to put all these channels. And if you guys want to recommend any good channels, do that in the chat stream. So let me just make sure I have my chat on the side. Oh boy, studio, how's it going, buddy? You having a good week so far? Okay, guys, let me tell you a little bit about this project. So this one needs lots of work in many scenarios, but today what I'm trying to work on is maybe the vegetation. I want to do some tests with that. There is a cool plugin I'm testing and that I really love, Polyflow. And I will show you in a bit, but let me also put that on screen because they give you 30-day trial, and the main guy who made this company used to work at Pixel Megascans, Adnan, like one of the main developers. So of course, full disclosure, like I got from them a license key to try this for to test it. And however, before I get the license key, I always put my eye on this company, on this tool, since Adnan made his announcement on LinkedIn that he's leaving Quixel Megascans and he's starting his own company to create tools for artists to help them with creating their projects. And this is in a way extremely similar to PCG, the procedural content generation in Unreal Engine, the new tool, but it got its own graph and so on. So it's pretty deep as well, but I'm still an extreme noob at it, so I don't know how much I can talk about, but let me show you examples. And I want to test this. I'm very curious about like such tools in the Archviz workflow. And in a way, that's one of the things I want to discover today. Of Of course, full disclosure, I got the license key at least 4 or 5 months ago, but I just last week got to started using the tool. And I like it so far. Hey, oh boy, you closing the project. Congrats. That's always good to hear. So you're preparing to upgrade your PC in Barcelona by the end of the month. Congrats. What GPU are you getting? So Vista, you did actually create depth path, but when you increase the depths of subdivisions for render, your thin objects get disappear. Um, okay. One of the best places ever to post about these type of problems, Vista, is the forums of Epic. So there is like the virtual production place. It might be a bug, just in case. So one of Unreal devs, if it's a bug, they would at least you would know it's a bug. But if it's not a bug, someone have a solution, they would post it for you or help you. So this community here is pretty active. And this is my only answer for now, Vista, because to be honest with you, I never yet rendered like a depth render from Unreal because I never used Nuke, and it's been like 8 years, 7 years since I used After Effects. By the way, guys, I think you're doing it. I like how you're doing it, like you're putting everything here. But no, like question here and then do whatever you like. So I can see the start, like this is the question. But Ginger 3D, I hope you're having a nice day, buddy. How is it going? You are new here. Welcome. And my pleasure. Thank you too for being here. So you have a project in 3ds Max and Corona with many different trees and plants. It is easy to export the same vegetation in Unreal for a video. So just so you know, I'm working with one of my amazing team members on the vegetation for this project with Corona and 3ds Max. He is doing the vegetation and he's doing amazing work. We will replace the whole landscape and everything, and like doing this is what the case study actually that I took this project on to do. Like the vegetation is usually one of the challenging things. So in these live streams, I'm going to stream most of my process every time I can. I will do my best to be streaming more the process of making this project. So we're gonna tackle blueprints, lighting, vegetation, different tools, workflow. We'll show you some cool stuff. And during the production of this project, I will keep bothering you, not bothering you so much though, about the new course we are designing. You see that smooth transition? So if you go to the Academy, you go to this page, there is this page that you can read about everything coming to this course. And this is now like the production of it, like this live together, guys, hanging out. And this is the planned content. It's massive. This is designed for like, this is designed to be really comprehensive and like the framework of producing projects. So if you're interested, it's now on pre-sale, early bird price, and this will be released in the November, around that time. So it's now in production, early production. There is so much me and the team are working on. We also have a whole marketplace in production. So with that being said, I'm going to get back to our project and put the links for you guys. Just if you're interested, check it out. So to get started, I want to test the vegetation tools, and I wanted also to start with the blueprint, but let's do some vegetation test because I downloaded last time some Quixel assets. So I usually when I start my vegetation tests, I like to do it in a separate map like this, because you would generally see like much less visual clutter around you, and that's important. I highly recommend like starting a map, empty map, and with that map like do your vegetation tests and try to make things look nice. So I'm going to show you an example as well, like something to aim for. Like consider this one of the homeworks. if you want to take a homework. I think it's this pack. So there is this Mido back per mega scans, and look, like this is such a cool example. You can download this from the marketplace, add it to your project, see how like it's scattered, what they used, and so on. But yeah, so that's what I usually like to do on different and separate map. Vista, I really hope you solve the problem you're going through with the rendering stuff. So I'm going to create a little plane. And the way this used to work, we type like scatter. There's many types of scatter, surface, scatter. Should always make use of the folder favorites. So first we choose the surface and then scatter objects. There is other ways I think to add. And increase the density. Should make this floor slightly larger. So that's also nice, like this thing is scatters on the surface as I want. So why don't we find, I think first let's just get rid of the surface and the vegetation. Do quick UV mapping. Let's do project. Set like 100, 100, 100. And let's find maybe some deform. So sculpt tools. I would like to dynamic sculpt perhaps, and with much less strength, way much less, bigger size. No Control Z for this. Annoying grass, please go away. Thank you so much. So dynamic sculpt. So we move, there we go. So let's find something like it's normal sculpting. It's moving things up based on the strengths. If you press shift, I think it's doing it smooth. Yeah, all I want to do is just create uneven terrain, really, just for the test. You get the feeling it's uneven, but it was not. So we can do another project mapping just for nicer. Should make script for this. Let's click on Quixel Bridge. Let's type grass and surface. I will share my problem there. Let's hope you get a solution. Yes, let's hope so, indeed. Do you want to see a teaser? Absolutely. If you can share a teaser of what you're working on, all of you guys, always I'd love during stream to look at your work. Maybe if you're looking for feedback or just want to share something you recently finished or working on, you can share. That would be fun. Let's just make sure music is going well. The music is not loud, right? All is good. All right. So from here, let's go to bridge. I really don't like every time we sign in. I hope we get quality of life improvement for this someday. It's been like 2 years now. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Kind of got the quality of life I want. Okay, it's kind of stuck. Let's go to local. There we go. Let's increase the tiling a little bit. One of the main reasons actually I wanted to check out the Hillside sample project assets that we can use in my project and check them out together. So I think we're gonna also take some of the vegetation assets there. So select the surface. They also mentioned we can add tags in it, not? So let's take these. Hey, that's interesting. They don't go down, and maybe because I'm noob, surface align. Is it my bad? I need to ask about this. Definitely. Sync, maybe? Oh, there we go. Or is it moving everything? Yeah, it's moving everything. I'm sure if I keep looking at the settings, I might find something, but that's not today's topic. I need to learn this more before I show it to you guys. For now, we can use good old nice foliage, but this is what I don't want to do. Like, we should always stay away from painting foliage manually. There are, of course, other ways now to produce these. There is the new PCG that I still, it definitely worth looking at 100%. You will be able to design and build your own tools. And there are some other ways to produce procedural. No, it's not here. The procedural foliage plugin, or not plugin, set of tools. So you can either share a link here on during like the stream on the chat, or you can on our Discord. You can there we have a channel, work in progress and finished work. These two channels. Hey, M Design, my man, always at it. Yeah, check this out. Damn, that's amazing. So here, good job. Gonzalo, my man. Okay, so I wanted to take a look at Hillside sample. So let's open one of the lighting scenarios, like so. Are you guys familiar with the project? So I'm just curious in the chat, do you want me to walk you through the start of this, or how many of you downloaded the project and checked it out? If you're completely new to the project, let me know, just so I can tell you how to use it or just walk around. So how many of you guys downloaded this or not yet? It's on your radar. Of course, you may recognize this from the last tutorial on integrating Archviz Explorer. That was fun. So they have a map that first of all, this is nice material. And I don't know if you can tell, but if you go to unlet, they use like, I'm not sure if it's cell bumping or, well, it might be, but there is the darkening of the thing. So instead of, so this is a landscape material or what? So press Ctrl E in such the new samples from Epic. You may want to press like on such asset like now, and you click and yo, what's up? What do I do? You're usually not used to grouping actors together, so you need to edit the asset or press Ctrl E, and this will make this highlighted and everything else in gray, so you know what is the level you are working on. So that's why we see so many levels in the folders. And now when you click on this asset, you see this is the floor, the ground is called SM, static mesh, grass, all massive piece. And this guy here have one material ID, which is the grass. It's always useful to download these projects, sample projects, or any project like have been done by someone, and break it down, see how it's done, how people organize their projects in large companies and so on, and yeah, reverse engineer it. That's like one of the most useful things. Of course, always see if you can take some of the assets they cut. Switching to wireframe just so we can see, because I am guessing, I'm not sure, because everything is nanite and there is no vertex paint in nanite, right? Let's switch to nanite view real quick. Yep. So there is no way vertex paint on this. So my question is, if we create like little plane, Let's just say this is too strong. Increase the scale on the z-axis if I want to exaggerate what I sculpted, because sculpting is kind of interesting still. Like this, play it. Hey, look at that. Out of the box, this looks really good. So this is before, and this is after. And let's try this. Yeah, this cares for the UVs, does it? No, I don't think it does. Let's stretch. Yeah, I also try planar projection. So let me show you what I mean. Like it's word mapping. It doesn't care about the UVs of the asset itself. So if, for example, you decide to project, let's just remove the texture so you can see what's happening. So I'm going to click on project, and I'm going like to mess it. Like this. What a beautiful texture surface. So if you assign this, other than this, like smoothing stuff that has to do with the mesh, I think the mesh here by itself, it looks nice. But let's rotate this. So normally, if you right click any asset you like, go to migrate, let's not save, it will tell you I will take these assets, say okay, please, be my guest. You go to your other project, which is this one, and you right click any asset and go to show in Explorer, and go to the content folder of that project. You go back to the other project, but first you need to copy the it's already there, sorry. Select. Do you want to override? Yes. Unnamed. Hello, hello. Hello, I'm currently using D5 render and my laptop can't handle large scale projects like this one. And I want to switch to Unreal Engine 5. Is there any fast workflow inside UE5 like in D5 render? Yes, I would say. So in your project, when you start, choose the template, go to architecture. So when you download Epic Games Launcher, I think if your laptop runs D5 render and you can do some renderings on it, and if you play some games, like your laptop doesn't have to be superior in order to run Unreal Engine. So if you want to make sure like if it works and look good on your architectural projects, the best way to know that, so once you click on launch, whether here or here, it will open the Unreal Project browser. Go to architecture, choose like one of these templates, whether Archviz, choose this one, for example, see how the performance of your project looks like, and see one of your projects with data of math, export it and import it, and just take a look at the performance in general. And what is nice about Unreal Engine, so in my so many years ago for me when I getting started with the engine, in scenarios where the project is annoying, it's like stuttering, we go to mode like unlit and we got more frames. So I was saying one of the good things about developing something with Unreal Engine, it doesn't have to run perfect on your computer, but it can run better on other computers. And you know, like you're designing this for slightly higher end people or your client or whoever. So that was my case in the past. I had, like, for example, 1080 Ti as a graphics card, and it's barely run on that card or runs on that card or whatever, but I know it runs well on other computers. And by other computers, I mean my clients and customers and so on. So yeah, and unnamed, I would start learning Unreal Engine and whatnot, but I would make advantage of use learning Blueprint and making your projects interactive as a virtual experience and tour. Not only like just visualizations or cinematics, because you can do this so much faster in Twinmotion or D5 or whatever. But the powerful things about Unreal is like it's platform agnostic. Once you design your project here, you can publish it on any platform you can think of, including Unreal Fortnite. And I forgot I forgot the next point. Ibrahim, you have very distinguished Lebanese accent. Yes, I'm from Aleppo though. Habibi Ibrahim. So let's find that mi grass dry asset. So click on our asset here and type mi grass dry. Give it a few seconds to compile shaders. Let's do its thing. Now look at that mapping. And this is actually interesting. So why here it looks like this, but here it's this? What went wrong with exporting this asset? It is the exact same asset here, right? Using rebels and so on. So let's create a new surface. Let's get the same material. This maps, so it doesn't stretch. This stretch because of the mesh. It's kind of interesting. Don't crash. Thank you very much. So what about here? What if we do like... There is no way we have mesh paint. Giri Prasad, Habibi, love from Nepal. Habibi Giri, thank you. Love back to you too, buddy. Hope you're having a productive week. Things are nice. Now, I'm really curious why this material behaves differently in two projects. It looks like this here and like this here. Let's see the documentation. And let's hope we find an answer. The volumetric clouds are beautiful in this project. Okay, they use texture bumping. Knew it. So this is the same mesh. They mentioned they created maps and stuff. Wait, this is... Yeah, that's different. But that's so cool. It's one of these guys. I don't know why I can't select it. Maybe it's put somewhere in the word. But that's fine. So what I want to understand is the same question. Let's create a new mesh. Grass dry. Looking... Oh wait. No, it's grass. Go back here. Yep. Ibrahim, thank you for being here today, buddy. Have a good luck with your work and have a productive rest of the day. Skylight is really annoying. I don't get it. So let's see. Let's modify the texture itself. I'm gonna press F10 to make my menu bigger. This is one of the things I like about Unreal Engine 5. So using Grubble, yes or no? Grime, shoreline, puddle, fall leaves, UV coordinates. TCB, what is this exactly? I don't know. 0, 8. Okay. What really changed here? Where is this coming from? Shoreline, attributes. Cell bombing. grime, macro, rebels. Oh, these are the rebels. And the base. Okay. They don't mention how to use it. This is like a breakdown. Yeah, this is a breakdown. This is... Oh, that's interesting, that's for sure. Fake interiors. I watched all of these. This is just the basics, nothing special. So it's up to us, boys, girls, everyone, to teach each other. So if anyone figured this out, let me know. Let's try it in another project. So I'm going to create an AEC template. Let's call it MVP. Okay. Let's go back, select the asset. Even here it looks weird. Oh, duplicate, sorry. Let's click on migrate. I believe this already exists everywhere. So no need to take. So where are you guys watching from? What time is it for you? What country are you at? Are you having breakfast or dinner? And what are you eating? I'm hungry. I'm not hungry, I'm just kidding. Material library. Base. We don't want the base, we want the material instance. Get out of my face! What is this? What? Let's create a new map. So I'm going to our good old Archviz Explorer map, let's say. And here, let's bring a box. and let's assign that material. Yo, it looks different. It's now a mix of both. Oh wow. No way. Get out of here. Really? Wow. Now we know. So this, based on the height, will change because, yep, I don't know how I didn't see it, but when we were going through the stuff here, they mentioned shore, right? Like using shoreline. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is grass. But yeah. So this is one material that can be used for the grass and the shore at the same time, and based on its height, its distance from the sea line, I guess, it changes. As you can see, if I for what's up with the performance? I know 3 projects. So yeah, we can close this one. Thank you, sir. We can go back to our main level here. But before we do, let's just go back here. So this material asset here, if we move it, so this might be a little problematic. And here's what's cool. This texture, let's switch to this mode. This texture got like mapping on the sides like this, right? But the grass does not. So if you go up, it's not three-sided like this. It's just one side, as you can see here. So that's also cool. So it follows the mapping. Yeah, that's a cool transition. There you go. We unlocked the secret, everyone. Ginger, you're watching from Argentina. It's almost 2 p.m. on your side. Nice. Good afternoon, buddy. Hope you had good morning today. I think maybe you had lunch. Not yet. Soon. I don't know. Bon appetit. Okay, so let's move back to this map and let's see the... Actually, wait. So let's just do this. And now let's do the following. Let's open this. And let's do this. And let's find any option that has to do with the height. Because I hope we find that. So I'm going to press shift, click here, open everything so I can collapse. I think maybe shoreline is where we start. Shoreline, fall off. And height. There we go. So if I increase this, nice. So under shoreline, you get the stuff. As they say in Turkish here, çok güzel. Harika. Harika abi. So let's assign the material we want on this surface instead of mega scans material. Let's assign it here as well. And this is a placeholder landscape, isn't it? Can we? Ah, it's a landscape. Should I just focus here, at least for now? Because all of this needs to be redone, and we're gonna walk through it in future. So let's just reduce the clutter we have. And I very much like the new texture, definitely. Because we're already also working on the landscape, let's get rid of these. Water shader. Before water shader, let's go back to Hillside and let's explore what does it have to offer in terms of the interior. So in maps, Hillside, maps, the interior level, let's just save. It's still working. You have a deadline today. Let's go. Well, I'm rooting for you. I think you get it. Is it an Unreal Engine project deadline? Ginger? I love these lights. I'm definitely stealing these. And this painting, I like the leather. Wow. Really nice quality, good stuff here. I always love it when you have a cup of coffee and it's hot. You guys staying hydrated? Oh, sorry. Moving fast. And that's how you utilize photogrammetry with your projects. That's such a cool use. This material here on the lamp shade is also very nice. So is it from the material itself how it's made? So what I mean, we set this to 0. Oh wow, 20. Nice. Free texture, guys. Oof, that's too fast. Question: I have RTX 2080 Ti, 11 gigabytes of precious VRAM. Do you think it works for animation with Lumen? For rendering animation, yes, it should. It might take longer, but it should be fine. Hey, there is so much more to this apartment. The wood texture is beautiful. Let me just reduce the speed. Right. So as for this light and some of these assets, let's start the migration process, guys. So again, if you open this project and you're gonna see the actor looks like this, you need to press Ctrl E to edit the selected level, because we have levels inside levels inside levels, and this is great for teams. When you're working with many people, you want to, for each and every one of you to have their own separate levels, and depending on what you're doing, you work only in that level. So in this way, multiple people can work in much easier ways on the same project. So I'm going to be a little picky at the start because I just want to place some assets and see how they look. So I definitely need this lamp. Hey, can I select the lamp? Okay, apparently it's another level. Light fixtures, we have 6 of them. So I just want this guy. Any other types of lights we can take from here? How about this one? Or is it another? So press Ctrl B. We have a coffee table and a light fixture in the same level. And where this coffee table is in a blueprint, like, is this prefab example? Because it looks like it is. So you have the default scene route, the table, and the table glass. Ah, okay. That's because each mesh is separate, like the table and the table glass. So you can put these in blueprint. Like that's why we have them in one blueprint. So we don't place them manually. So the reflections are beautiful. So it would be wise. Let's press Ctrl B and let's press on migrate. I want there is a program, it's not working for some reason. It's called Hillside. I don't use Unreal much actually, Ginger. Oh no, but that's okay. You're using now Corona Render for your project. If you are allowed at some point, Ginger, send me on Discord. I'd love to see what you're doing with Corona. I'm always impressed with the Corona guys, which is you guys, the beautiful visuals you do with the project. Because you just, instead of optimizing meshes and whatnot for Unreal Engine, you have more time to spend it working on the picture. And yeah, that's beautiful. I forgot the location of my project. That's fine, because I can open my project. Press on any of these assets, right click, and show in Explorer. Should actually make shortcut for this at this point. Squiff, Mamman, Dr. Asda, hello. And Squiff, hello. How are you guys? I am doing great. I'm amazing. I'm glad to be here with you guys today and chilling, answering questions. So if you have any questions in Unreal Engine you want to answer, I'll do my best. Squiff, I'm sure you get asked this a lot through the PC specs. So the current computer I'm using got 4090 for a GPU, 128 of gigabytes of RAM, and Ryzen something. I am not so good in hardware, I need to confess, because I forgot my CPU type. However, I worked on 1080 Ti for many years. It got 64 gigs of RAM. So one of the important aspects, like VRAM, is very, very, very important when you are building a computer. And also RAM is important. So 32 is the minimum you should be aiming for. Asdi. Ah. Okay, my bad. Asdi, it's good to see you. Dr. Asda, Dr. Asdi. Smiley face. So I don't know why, but when you click on multiple actors, no, we don't want that. Okay, let's click here. Let's select and let's add it. Switch just for a little bit. When I'm switching from project to project, it's kind of painful. But this is really nice. Let's rotate it. Let's enable rotation. And can we edit this? Yeah, we can. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. I want this one. We don't want the fixture. Let's just do this. Or do this. Nope. Ah, okay, it's this one. Now, of course, you might be thinking, where is the light? So let's just bring one of these with the same settings. So I'm going to press Ctrl C, Ctrl V. It goes to the same location in that map, so it's somewhere in the earth. So let's find the set it in the center of our project somewhere. Now, actually, here's something. Instead of moving this around like this and waste 5 hours, press Ctrl X, okay? And navigate to where you want to go. click where you want to paste, just click, okay, and right click, and well, not on the asset, so right click, transform, no, edit, paste here, and that will bring that asset here. And I personally like to set a shortcut for this, so I always set a shortcut. But every time Unreal changes, I need to update my shortcuts, but I need to create just backup files at this point. So let's type paste here in the editor preferences and press Shift V. That's my shortcut. Shift V is to toggle VR. I usually do that manually, not with the shortcuts. So now every time I click somewhere and press Shift V, it will paste that actor for me, which is nice. If you don't know this, I want you to support this video by leaving a like if you enjoy this. If you know it already and you're enjoying the stream, then you know what to do. I wish there is a button to undo the view. I always press F by mistake and I need to sneeze, give me a second. Wow, that was a strong sneeze, but I'm glad you didn't have to listen to it. So let's just do our thing, and now this for some reason, it's because IES light. Just reduce the intensity a little bit. I'm gonna spend more time working on it, but I kind of need something else here or here, so I don't like this. And I don't like this. And I don't like this. Nor this. Or this. But let's keep it as placeholder. So what's useful for us in the kitchen? All of this. So click, Control E, select the assets that you want to migrate. I sometimes move them around just to make sure I selected what I want. And I have my own shortcuts to hide and unhide selected and unselected. And this makes it really easy for me to select stuff. Now, if it's not possible to select translucent surfaces like this, you need to press T to toggle translucent selection stuff. So they are also translucent here. This is so much better than hiding and than moving objects around. If you want to move objects around without clicking here and like struggle every time, hold Control and move. Select left and right, and that will be so much easier. So you're welcome. Let's click on migrate. Don't save. Yes. 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 Oh, doctor. Wow. Damn. I'm so sorry to hear that, Asdi. That sucks. As Jaira said. You gonna make it up, buddy? I believe you can. I'm so sorry to hear that. But now you start fresh. You know exactly what to do. You set a deadline, timeline, and you go at it. My old GPU Squiff, it was 1080 Ti, and also I have 3070 Ti. which is also very good. So I usually recommend anything with ray tracing enabled, like from 2080, 2070, 2060 and up, because you want hardware ray tracing, because it's just simply better for Lumen to work with hardware ray tracing information. Now I think, of course, it's way much easier to migrate everything um, than place things around, but just looking at the assets we have. That's taking a lot. Wow, it's really so much waiting for no reason. It's not nice when Unreal does this. My pleasure. Go for it. I really look forward to see what you will make. Fresh start is always a good start. And I believe there are no assets that you can't bring back again. So that will make it easier for you to organize your new master library. We want also some lights here. So let's get this actor. We can reset the rotation. I need to process the mesh for better lumen lighting. There is so much noise. I think we can get rid of some by changing the post-process, increasing the post-process settings. But you see what is the screen space effect of lumen? When you have like sun like this and you look at it, you can see the global illumination on it. But when you look away, it disappears. And that's definitely not cool. Like sometimes this makes me wonder if hardware ray tracing is enabled. This kind of changed. Oh, it's here, my bad. Yep. Oh. Wow. Okay, let's restart. Thank you for finishing here. Let's just press Ctrl space and dock this in the layout. Click here, select one of these assets, press Ctrl B, and start moving what we want. That's another way. I don't think there's a lot. I'll just be selective. I don't want to move so many things, but that's like one of the fastest ways. So you don't work with small outliner like this. And of course, don't forget, like, you can press Ctrl and scroll to make things smaller or bigger. To, you know, like, just to navigate around in your project. Epic stored data. I saved more than 300 gigs. Wow. 3 assets from Sketchfab too. Damn. The best way to rebuild your content and your Unreal Engine projects is like to set now a plan to produce your projects as the. So seriously, once you create your first new project out of this new stuff, feel like send me on Discord, DM me, tell me, yo, this is what's up. I'm like, yo, what's up? This is amazing. Are you building your master library? I send you a reminder. I'm like, yeah. You're gonna make it up, Azdi. I'm sure you will. Cheers, man. Actually, here's little gift sneak peek for you. This is one of the things I also wanted to work on today together. So since I'm talking about building folders and starting new, I'm working on updated folder structure because now we're tackling even more complex projects and they needed some update on this. So this is considered to be 1.3, version 1.3 or 1.4. So here is a tip to all of you guys who don't create your own templates and folders. I usually have like rar or zip file with empty project that looks like this. So new project version 1.2. This is the old one. And inside it you would find folders. So like main folder is called the project name. This is this one. And like all your assets and sources and whatnot. So what type of things and folders you work with and so on. Every time we have a new project, we simply unzip and give it a new name and so on. And we always keep it in up to date. We improve on our folder structure and so on. So what I wanted to do today is to also update the 3ds Max, or like actually architectural project layers. And I need for that to open my good old Miro board. I switched to Figma because it has so many cool features. One of them is mind mapping, or like boards, not mind mapping. Because I received this file and it's a mess. It's not a mess, it's actually good, but I would make it easier, more readable. Something I truly believe in is putting numbers before objects in general, especially if they repeat always and always and always. You're gonna see what I mean in a second. It's just the file is not opening. I can delete stuff later. So project layers. Yes. I will copy. Let's just change this to readable color. It's paste. This is a placeholder, the last one, but that's okay. Let's put it outside the center focus. Let's change the shape. This should be separate. This music is so interesting. I disagree. This is kind of old. It also needs an update. So this is good what we're going with today, guys. Sorry. I like designing things with Figma because it's modular. So now I disagree on the structure here, so it's gonna be easier. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. I need number 5, which is technically. So even the kitchen should not be in the architecture. Disagree on this. Or let's say I just want to update it. Doors, lights, separators, whatever that is for now. Usually these are elements embedded in the architecture of things, like that are really static and they don't move. So that's why kitchen is here, if that make any sense. But it can be one of the final layers, I guess. And I have a feeling, I mean, it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also, let's just do this. where is the last word? Maybe we can make this guy kitchen. You can do this based on your project. So it's always like to keep this in one place for consistency. So once you set up your layers rules for your 3D application, and the exact same naming layering, it doesn't matter what program you're using, this will make the process of selecting any specific group of your project that you want to modify and replace it easily. Export, import with data math, FPX, JLTF, whatever it is, as long as you keep consistency in naming conventions, because you can simply come back here and here you can type, for example, 05 furniture or whatever, and then select specific file like this, select all its actors and just get rid of them. And then have another layer for the landscape that you can replace it with one click, or parts of it, and so on. So chunking your project in logical order that you will kinda guarantee not change for a long time. This is a really important process here. And it's especially useful when you use stuff like data prep to start the process of automation and processing of your geometry and meshes and assigning materials and so on. So I highly recommend this practice, guys. You can copy whatever I'm doing here, but doing this on your own in whatever whiteboard it is, analyzing your projects, will really help you in managing big and large scale projects. That's what really matters ultimately. It will help you on many bases, not only like being organized, but you will have like the logical understanding of making a project and the scale of it, and what does it take to produce something. JA Consultoria version 4. Hope you're doing good, buddy. It's good to see you. What a good surprise. A live session. I love making live sessions. It's just so many things happening, so many projects to take care of, and sometimes it makes it difficult to go live. But this is one of the projects I'm creating with money. Like I'm what is the word? Reoptimizing and processing all the data I have in every place about producing things and the logical order to produce projects in the most logical order. And I'm sharing the process with you guys. Yep. Cheers. Today's chat is so calm. No one is asking questions. Well, guys, I blame you for that. Why the chat is so calm and why no one is asking questions? Are you now experts, all of you, in Unreal Engine? There are zero problems, zero questions? I'm just kidding, by the way. But yeah, guys, if you have questions, I'll do my best. So let me get rid of this for now. So fast plans, nice windows, doors. This is for a specific project. It was. Okay, we can't make it smaller. That's okay. So with lumen flickering shadows, JA, it comes to multiple things. One of them, and mainly one of them, is how you process your meshes. So if you have one mesh that is covering big part of your project, so this one, I ideally would detach this into 3 pieces. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how we're gonna fix this one, for example, or improve on it. So I don't know if we have flickering. There are places where we have flickering. It's not so nice. I think you can see it here. I don't know if you can, but to reduce flickering in general, like you want to just make sure that Lumen software ray tracing works as best as possible, and you want to provide it with the proper environment for it to generate what was their name? The mesh distance fields and the not capture cards, something cards, but that's one. And number two, increasing lumen global illumination settings, like from the post-process volume. So global illumination, you want to mainly increase, for example, the final gather quality and so on. Noise will still be there, that's for sure. There are also like causes. So maybe if you have an emissive surface and that emissive surface is very small, that will generate noise around it as well. Antonio, what's up? How do you set the background? Which background, Antonio? So we wanted to copy these assets from the last before it takes 10 hours to save. So let's select these, put them here. Let's maybe make it a little bigger. Oh, I didn't copy the glass. So here's what you do. You copy the location, then bring the other actor and paste the location. Now it's here. Now we copy the rotation. So right click, copy, select, and paste. And finally the scale, which is 1.5. Easy peasy. So the other assets that we want, let's hold Control or Shift, select these. Place them here. I don't think we want these. So let's take this first. Select the table, copy the location, paste it, rotate this like so. This is smaller than our table, so let's see if we stretch it like this, what will happen. Is it too bad? And let's disable snapping for some freedom in the stretch. Let's turn off also the grid snapping. Lower it like this. So we have like this sort of nice shadow. So from here we need to move it a little bit. Let's see this side. Oh yeah, this side is good. So instead of looking right like this, select and move this as I'm doing right now. Don't do this, okay? Just look where you want to work. And this is also annoying. So I'm going here. Let's rate set dot near, or let's type near clip perhaps. Clip. R set near clip plane to 1. And now hold Control while you have the select and translate selected, and press left mouse button or right mouse button. In this case, you want to right mouse button, and that's it. So it will move it on the on these axes without clicking here when you hold Control and move things around. Okay. Now we got this here. So let's just do 1.001 or 2. Not on the Y. Not on the Y. So let's do this. My bad. That's right, actually. 5, 6. So 5, 5. And I think we're good. I like it. Let's just make it exactly in the middle. Also, what's up with the texture? Is there a texture here? Yeah, there is. Let me take a look at the chat. It seems there are some questions. Hello guys. My fix thus far is to brighten the scene enough it appears mostly in dark areas. That's correct, JA, because the dark areas you're talking about are areas where they are lit with the indirect lighting, not the direct lighting. Lightworker Bass. How are you, buddy? I think the first time I see you here. You're doing good. So how do you even get jobs in the Archviz industry? Do you go to real estate company? These are great questions. Light work. First, you really need to have a portfolio with at least one project that demonstrates a case study for a specific target audience that you want to work with. So if it's a real estate company, you want to create for them an Unreal Engine demo where it's optimized to help them in the sales process. Let's say you want to work with people who specialize more in the design process, like architects, then you want to show them how Unreal Engine is useful in the in the design phase, and how can present multiple designs and options and like interactive presentations and so on. And that is called your minimum viable product, like your demo project, your case study. And from there, of course, there is so much work to do, which is promoting your work and ads and social media and LinkedIn. And it's not like you once you make a case study and put it like people will come. No. But that's the what I noticed, if you don't have that case study figured out yet, and what is the USP, like unique proposition value about work with Unreal Engine, and like convincing the people you want to work with on the usefulness of it, these are the essentials in my opinion. So I would work on these. And once you take these, once you put them online, once you start showing your work and showing the process of your work as well. So if you can start a YouTube channel where you teach how you've done some of the things you created, so the clients that want to work with you, they can see how you work and how you demonstrate your work and so on. They will feel more comfortable reaching out to you because they already see how you produce things. So that will also increase chances in getting jobs in any industry, not only the Archviz industry. Having a unique, nice case study, sharing your work, and learning and teaching others, so you reach slowly the expert level. I hope this gives you little direction, my man. And that's how I got my first project in 2015. I had a project called Apartment in Izmir, where you walk in an apartment like this and you interact with it. You turn on lights on and off, change furniture, change materials, change intensity of normal maps, and like, you know, just the basics. And that was like a good starting point. And if you want to take this in a path, so if you're interested in joining us, our journey, and instead of like spending 2-3 years working on this, there is a link to a course that is right now in, this is for everyone, by the way, not only for you, late. This is special offer in pre-sale, pre-order for a course that will take you through the production of a project from start to finish, from exploring case studies to we help you choose your case study. We are building a marketplace with many assets like this that you can download for your projects, like, but it's in early phase. And we talk about how we approach the production of projects, what is the production process looks like, what is the phases of producing a project, then design, yeah, the documents you want to create to whether to guide you through the production process or to share with your team, and the project management systems, whether something like ClickUp or Asana, or recently something crazy like Obsidian, but that's actually for another time. But I recently discovered this. I like this. Click shows you all your stuff in interactive map. Hey, Yahya tasks. Yeah. So the whole goal of this is to help you choose a unique case study. Then, of course, learning everything about Unreal Engine, sharing all the templates, blah, 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 all the good stuff, materials, environments, substrate materials, the new stuff in Unreal Engine, PCG, and career advancement. So whether you want to land a job with like big architectural firms, or you want to start your freelance journey, there are both paths, but these are after you complete everything I just mentioned, the case study for your Unreal Engine project. And that will be released around November. Right now it's in the early bird price. I know it's not cheap, but if you have any idea how much work I've been putting in this with the team, honestly, I think it's not expensive. So I'm not gonna tell you the price will release, but increase, but yeah, it will. Yeah, so, or let's just that and keep tuning here with us. What would be also useful for anyone, guys, learning about Archviz or want to land jobs here, or not only Archviz, because what is amazing about Unreal Engine, when you learn it, you create other things, you know, like maybe you have passion for movies, for cool stuff. Look at your boy in design. Holy shit, that's amazing. So in Unreal Engine, you can enter almost any industry. So join us, share your work in progress, get some feedback, share your finished work. And yeah, cheers, my guys. Thank you for tuning in the stream. I'm so happy you're here, you're asking questions. These are really good questions, and like Like the question you asked, my dude, is the whole reason of like why I am doing this. Not me, like all of us. For me, like seriously, I still see, but like real-time technology is the future, and it's still in a way new, like the ability to create these interactive experiences. And now with Fortnite and the porting your Unreal Engine projects to Fortnite, imagine running your Archviz project on PlayStation or whatever, Nintendo Switch, if it's optimized, without like so much worrying about packaging your project for PlayStation or Xbox or whatever because of Fortnite, UEFN. So I really curious about UEFN, and it got the same editor. So this is the time, guys. This is the time to learn Unreal Engine and Unreal for Fortnite and all that cool stuff, and see where you can like. Also, I think all of us are lucky because we work in architecture and building environments like this, because everything in the industry, whether it's a film, it's a car configurator, it's whatever, it always needs someone to build a space for it, to design a space. And that's you guys. That's where you come in. You're designers, and you utilize the good use of the real time. I always do this when real time because you can't do this in V-Ray. Yeah. Also hold shift and right click to the coordinator gray bar and then shift and click to paste it. Nice. In my workflow, I avoid modeling in Unreal. I always make sure it's ready in 3ds Max. It can cost you time later to decide. Yes, JA. Unreal Engine is not a modeling tool, a design tool, I'm gonna say, like 3ds Max or Blender or anything. So it's always wise to finish your model and everything in your DCC application, digital content creation tool, and send to Unreal. Now, the modeling tools in Unreal, they are improving heavily. And with Unreal Engine 5.3, there is so much exciting stuff on the way. I don't know if you've seen the roadmap. So there are so many cool, amazing stuff going here. Especially like Lumen. So Lumen always improving. You'll have multi-bounce, I believe, for reflections with the hardware ray tracing. So if you go down, so the modeling tools, you're getting spline tools, element selection, and the modeling workflow. So we're gonna get new user interface. Check this out. Oh, can I click on image, make it large, sir? No, I can't. Well, we have a new user interface. It's beautiful. Tool presets, and this is one of the exciting stuff, element selection. Slowly but surely, JA, it's gonna be easier to edit your things in Unreal Engine instead of going to your 3D application and export and import and so on. So that's the usefulness of the modeling tools. Rafi Al-Khatib. Hello, buddy. How are you? Yeah, the city is modeled. You wanna play around? Let's go. Let's just press F10. Stykor, how was the house designed? Which house? Are you talking about the house in this project or the other project? So for the other project, it's in 3ds Max. For this project, I think the people who did this, they also must have been used 3ds Max. Like Neoscape is one of the studios who worked on this. And I believe they used 3ds Max because one of my friends 10 years ago, 15 years ago, got a job there. Like it was wow moment. Also, check out these buildings. Like from close, you see, hey, what's up? Like now you know what's up. Such you can get away with textures like this because from distance they look amazing. From here, like let's say this distance, right? Heading to bed, Asdi. Good night. Sleep well and get energy to build your library and make cool projects. So I'm gonna press F10 again. In my workflow, yes, we got this. I'm just, what video card? Right now I have 4090 Stykor. And I like it. It's good. Of course it is. But I had a computer with 3070 and it overheats so much. I had like a few months of nightmares, so I'm glad now I don't have that anymore. Stuttering. These paintings are really nice, so let's borrow them to the other project with these. Let's select everything that we like. Select this. I think that's all from that level. Let's take this because why not? And this. I think let's just select everything from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not selecting everything. I know I'm gonna come back and select more, but let's say like vase by vase. So I will right click, migrate, don't save. These are the assets. Thank you very much. We want to use the content folder and apply it to all. Don't replace, no need. It will copy now everything. Sticker. Yeah, 4090. It is. I had, so 6-7 years ago, I don't remember, when we got 1080 Ti. The moment I got it, I gave it big hug. I was so happy, like the nerd I am. And the same is true for the 4090. I also gave it a big hug when I first got it, like a little kid and the nerd I am. Rafi, how are you doing? That's not true, my dude. If you only know how long they take to produce these tutorials and how much work I have in general, you would excuse me, but I'm doing my best. I'm right now working on new tutorial actually, so stay tuned. I'm planning on finishing everything and making even better for like, especially the Archviz crash course. There is a new version, but it will be after another tutorial I'm working on right now, which is the cinematics tutorial. But let me give you behind the scene quick look. This is the last tutorial, and I cannot do the same process for everything. So I spent so much time writing, and I'm doing now the same for a new tutorial I'm really excited about. So I think right now, if we just, instead of random stuff, so just give it time, Rafi. I'm very excited about what to come. Damn, this looks sexy as hell. Tennis. Yes, it does indeed. It's a beautiful project, this one here. So nice, isn't it? So let me show you now a little trick. Since we migrate assets, what you can do is select the assets that you want. So let's say I want this and this. I just want between streaming and 2 Unreal Engine projects, my computer not to die. Okay. So I'm going to switch to this mode. Selecting stuff. Let's do the same for these because we copied them. I don't want to rearrange them one more time. I'm gonna press Ctrl C, go to this project, and I'm gonna press here Ctrl V and give it a few seconds. There we go. Project from start to finish in 3ds Max. That's also in progress, Rafi. We reached 9 parts. Part 9, right? So yeah, I like copying stuff like this from project to project because it makes it easier to place things around. Now here's what I also like. I try to isolate my selection and then press on different assets and press Ctrl G to create groups of these assets. This makes it so much easier to select them and move them instead of selecting so many others. So let's make outside of the house our workshop. So hold Ctrl and press left and right mouse button. You can move any asset up and down without the need to click here and move it. I have a feeling the glass is missing. That's okay. So I'm gonna press Ctrl X, go to where I want to paste this. And let's say I want here, but I don't like this lighting. So I'm gonna click here and press on paste here. And that's like really easy to place it. Now paste here, I don't know why the shortcut didn't set. Editor preferences. Let's bring the glass. Copy location. Copy rotation. And reset scale. And group them together. And now they look nice. So I really don't like these. This can be changed later, but for now. Okay, maybe like this for now. Placeholder. I was thinking of recording the whole thing at one big bite, Rafi. So I'm just refining the outline for the process on where we left, and then take it to Unreal, and almost the complete process. So that's definitely on the way. I don't like these, so sometimes I feel stuff like this looks nice outside for some reason, and they are also slightly bigger. So what projects have you guys been working on recently? I'm also interested, any of you guys is participating in our world building challenge? Or are you busy? Changing the tint. Or and some water. Caleb Robinson, just working and learning UE5, it's a beast. Hell yeah. Spy, we are from ACG. Didn't fully understand, to be honest. I think this chair would fit. Kind of looks nice. Also, do we have any nice carpets in... I'm curious about how this floor looks. Can we try? I think we can. Ian Burke. Hi Yahya, are you using 3D Connect Space Mouse? Yes, I actually using this one, and I love it. The way it allows you to move in a 3D scene, it's amazing. And the life quality of using just one hand to fly around instead of your keyboard and mouse, I definitely recommend. There is also like just if you don't want to buy like this big version, you can just buy this, the little 3D mouse. I highly recommend this for any 3D artist. And this is, by the way, not sponsored. They reached out to us a couple of months ago. I was extremely busy, but still, I got it like last year. I never had the chance to use it until a few weeks ago, where okay, I'm gonna use this on daily basis, and I regret not having this from a long time. And if actually that's for another time, but what I really liked, so here's something I really appreciate when any developer, any hardware manufacturer does, is integrating like really good plugins in uh, in their integrations. So in Unreal Engine case, I recently discovered, and this makes me regret not getting the enterprise version that has many other buttons. So here you have like Unreal Editor, and there we go, asset management. So audit asset reference, copy, cut, duplicate, rename, paste here as well. I have it already actually as a shortcut. So viewport, changing stuff. This is really good integration, like almost the whole API, you know? And this just makes me think, what if someone like real nerd got really custom keyboard and designed the keyboard that's just for Unreal Engine and what we use it for? That's nice. Okay, So we were talking about this chair. Hello, hello. How is it going, John? John Juluglo. Nasılsın? If you guys are enjoying the stream, I would really appreciate it if you leave a little like. If you learned anything, feel free to share it as well. Invite your friends, let's chill together. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them for now. I think they look cool. I'm gonna move the whole thing though. If you press Alt and Control and drag, you will create a marquee selection tool like this. So let me do that again. I'm gonna press escape, press Alt, Control, and do it like, let's say, like this. And then deselect the floor, and this, and this, and this. What? Get out of my face. Let's do it again. Yeah. Like to put something here. We already put these in the kitchen. This is a nice bench. Let's see if it fits outside. Look at this. This material is dynamic. So when you place a mesh on top of it, there is this mask that is placing leaves as well. Nice. So let's see the controls for this. And by the way, for those who are new here, like you don't know where this material is from, it's from the Hillside sample. The material on the floor, this one. It's called. Let me show you what it's called. It's called MI Grass Dry in Hillside sample. It's really nice grass material. It's really good. So when we go to fall leaves, we can increase the density. Look at that. Nice. And I really like this sort. It's not so simple. I'm gonna like confess. It's slightly, I'm not gonna say also complex, but if you go through it, you will understand everything going through. And of course, I definitely recommend checking the documentation, what they talk about. But yeah, this is really good stuff here. The Hillside sample project. Rabbit Bet, hello, hello. Hope you're doing good. I'm glad, John. Thank you, buddy. Love your vibes. Where can I get these assets? Spy. So these assets, if you go to the samples tab, you will find the future samples, the Hillside sample project. This is the one. Can I know how to manage the outline because I see a lot of assets? Yeah, we can talk about it in a second. I always make use of levels and word outliner, and I create folders, and I'm gonna show you how the team at Epic and others did it here. It's really well organized. I just want to modify the outside here a little bit. So we said we want to increase the density a little bit or decrease it. I like it more. I really like it. I'm thinking of like winter scene. The color intensity and the radius. There we go. I'm imagining here. Of course, if we assign the same material, so if I do a mesh, I put it like, not, so let's say this, and let's say visible. Mm, yeah, that sucks. I thought we could like control this more by making objects visible, invisible, sorry, but no. You must place mesh. And based on that mesh height, it seems, you get more and more. Still, very nice. Displace textures isn't working for me. Any tips on how to do that as well? What part is not working for you, Caleb? Okay, man, thank you. It helps me a lot. I'm glad, Spy. Hey, Sam, how are you, buddy? Good morning. This is a nice piece of art. I definitely steal this. It disappeared for some reason. And instead of placing these here, it's just so much better to have that piece of art. So let's press Ctrl space, find it by the name, click and drag, enable rotate. And let's take this somewhere else. So for now, that somewhere else is this nice office. So I'm going to press Ctrl X, apply to all, and I press my nice shortcut paste here. To paste it here and I rotate, and there is my asset. Easy peasy. Just make it also smaller because this is really big. So one by one, not so bad. Let's do it here. Lots of space, strawberry. Strawberry indeed. I hope things are better for you, Sam. Looking up well. How's it going, my man? I definitely don't want this. I don't know, something about this office. It just doesn't make me happy. So I'm gonna ignore it for now. And for here, let's see the spotlights here. What exactly are they made of? Do they need an opening? They do. So let's try doing that. Migrate. Don't save. Okay. Yes. Don't replace anything. And let's just copy the name so we don't forget. Let's close this bridge. Not in the word outliner, but here. We need to rotate. So these are placeholders and they feel too small for the space. So let's just get creative. Let's take a look from here. All right. The post-process volume here is so nice. They have like grain effect. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's in the Unreal project. So I'm going to isolate this as selection and go to one of these views to just be in the, make it easy for me to eyeball what's happening. And before I do that, I need to enable grid first if it works, but it doesn't want to work, so that's okay. So we're gonna do the same here. I'll bring a little box, place it somewhere here, go to the top view, to the bottom view, put this exactly in the middle. By migrating assets from Hillside or City Sample, our project gets messy. How can we organize it or purge unused? Gurbal, how's it going, buddy? So that's a good question. The first thing, like the good thing about these assets first, they are actually really well organized. So when you copy things from a Hillside sample, you're gonna find the project called Hillside inside your Unreal Engine project. So here in the content, let's just do this, if you can find it. Hillside, okay? And inside this here, you can find everything. It's pretty well organized. So you always follow the same structure as these guys. And what could be useful is like using color codes using favorite folders and having a clear and proper folder structure for your Unreal Engine projects and how you also work with your meshes. So once all that is set up, there are some cool plugins and Python scripts out there. You can even make your own with ChatGPT if you want, that will clean up the project for you, like unused assets and whatnot. So if you search Unreal Engine asset cleaner plugins on the marketplace, you're gonna find some really good options. So now I'm selecting two meshes because I want to do the exact same we have here. Here, as you can see, there is a ceiling opening above each of these lines. So you can have the same here. So let's select the ceiling and this piece and click on Boolean if I can see it. There we go. So we need to select B minus A in this case. Yes. Click on accept. And let's take this, move it, put it here, make a copy on the side, select it and the ceiling. So without doing Boolean, you can see like the ceiling is cutting this. So that's one of the good things that makes me happy in Unreal Engine, that we have the possibility to do this inside the engine instead of like going to our DCC application just to create little opening for the spotlight. So that's dope. And it would be funny if it crashed. No, thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna copy this same light. I like the coldness of it. I'm gonna click here. Just switch to another mode because it won't let me. Because I am in another map. So let's just click no. Press Ctrl C and here press paste here to paste that light with the same settings. And now we can rotate it. Can isolate our selection like this and copy this light, place it here. Make a copy, put it here, select this, move it slightly here, and let's just put this guy on the side. We will need it some other time. So I earlier also said I would like to test the wood texture. So I want to copy the name, and I'm just gonna see how it looks. Wow, nice. But I want a rocky texture, and we're gonna use some substance textures for some of the textures here. We're gonna talk about that in a moment. But I really need to go to Call of Duty. So if you guys give me 2 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 minutes, please. Also make some tea. So I'll see you guys very soon. Just 2 minutes and I'll see you. Actually, let me put the music a little louder. Hey everyone, I'm back. Just need 1 minute. I'm making tea and I'm gonna also check chat as I'm making tea. We left at your boy Sam. I use assets cleaner. Oh, let me. Hello. Okay. I use assets cleaner project cleaning tool from the marketplace to purge unused. Thanks for the recommendation, Sam. By migrating assets from Hillside, actually, speaking of migrating, Gurpal, one of the best ways also to clean up a project is after you finish using all the assets you migrated from everywhere, is migrating the main level you are working on to completely new project. So what would you do is you would locate your map, which is in my case this one. I right click only this asset, asset actions, click migrate, and that will take only used assets. And in a way, this is also a safer way. So in all cases, if you want to use plugins to clean up your project, just make sure you make a copy of your project before you do that. By migrating this way, as I said here, I feel this by itself is creating a copy for you. So you open the new project and see what works, what's missing, and so on. But this doesn't mean plugins are not important or something. I think sometimes there are scenarios where it's really not possible to migrate things, so plugins come in handy. Hey, Xavier. Good to see you, boys. Yeah, if you migrate project and you don't have the main sequences of that project, just in case you have cinematics, it will not take these cinematic sequences with it. So that's actually very important to know. So guys, just 1 minute to bring my tea and I come, okay? All right. I hope you don't hear the noise from downstairs. So for project settings, it depends on what type of settings you are exporting. There are multiple settings you can export. But exactly as Xavier said, you go to edit project settings, and from there you, on the top corner, you're gonna find it. Nice question, Muhammad. So where are you guys watching from? What city, what time? It's almost 10 p.m. here in Istanbul currently. So it's evening. This means I'm getting hungry and I'm going to go away soon, but still. Now I'm going to press Ctrl C and Istanbul too. Nice. I want to always check on the edges. No floating objects. I don't know what's with the performance, but that's not fun. شيرين افلر if you're close خلينا نشوفك. كفو معلم. You should come. I have Syrian restaurants around. Syrian food حبيبي. شاورما, فلافل, حمص. I don't use Facebook. Send me on Instagram. And even Instagram, I check my messages like one every 6 days. So send me on Discord is the best place. One small nice pillow like what we had here. I really like this one. So it's about time I think I look for in the editor preferences. Great. What can we make here? Shift M? Shift M doesn't work. Sorry. I think I'm doing the right thing. Wrong, no. Word browser. What is this? Yeah, I think I'm making a mistake here. So there is no migrate shortcut, unfortunately. I wonder about creating like some sort of utility. Xavier, Muhammad, come, all of you guys. Falafel is good, wallah. Thanks, Brewski, but I think I'm gonna get demonetized on this video. Not demonetized. Copyright claim something because it's random list, but it's okay. As long as you enjoy the music, guys. Me too, to be honest. So this is the pillow we want. And just like always, and copy the location, copy the rotation. It's perfect. Coffee cup with Niagara smoke, 100%. Great. No to all. Muhammad, send me the video on Discord and I will, when I can, I will watch it and definitely let you know. Definitely, my man. Xavier, when do you come, buddy? I'm gonna take your word on it. Sure, Basi. It's high-end PC, 4090 for the GPU, and the rest, I like. I should put this in the description. Ella, sorry, I need to drink some water. Hell yeah, my dude. I really hope so. Now, the question is, why do we have this massive zoom? Wow. Oops. Yeah, I think two projects are very big. So let me just quickly save everything and just restart. Let's make a community in Istanbul. 100%, Muhammad. There is actually a community in Istanbul. There is an event coming this September. I don't know where exactly, but stay tuned. We're gonna post news about it on our official page on Instagram. Um, so I'm going to be there definitely. It's also organized by some universities here, and I believe also Epic. Well, 100% Epic is like helping in organizing these events. It's gonna be game jam or something. I'm not so sure, but yes, it's gonna be fun. I love this project. It's so good. So you go to Hillside, maps, and here you find the interior level. Sorry. It's been 3 hours, guys. So I think I'm going to take the last few questions and I will go get some food and stuff. Gonna steal this. I love it. No. Where is the other project? I didn't open it, did I? Sam, have a great day. All right, everyone. I'm gonna say that's it. You will see me more, promise, because I want to keep working on this project and exploring what we have in the Hillside sample project. So much to unpack here, as you can see. Oops. Let me. Yeah, we didn't even talk about the cards, but there are some really good cards. I find the apartment here. What a beautiful place. The between motion. So I want to give a shout out to who subscribed today. Oh my god, sorry about this. Christopher, thank you. Sarnaj, Sami, Similia, everyone here today and one day and so on. This means so much to us guys, your support. We are glad you like the content, and the videos and the lives. And I hope you're learning some useful stuff that you can apply on your real world projects and get clients and get people to work with and get beautiful teams and make amazing projects in real time. So I hope you found today's stream useful. If you did, I will see you in the next one. Yes? It's massive project. All right, everyone. Leonardo, Sam, Muhammad, Xavier, everyone else. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you very, very soon. I'm gonna put stream ending.